right. So the media are now, we have to say are, it's the media is a plural, the media are now an open war against the president. It is the media versus the people's choice. And the media had a good week. After 8 years of betraying every journalistic principle in order to prop up an incompetent president in the name of his leftist policies and because they wanted the first black president to be a good president rather than a terrible president, which he turned out to be, the media suddenly wakes up and, oh my goodness, I remember we're supposed to be journalists, we're supposed to attack the people in power, and they're after Trump. And they had Anyway, the New York Times, a former newspaper, it has a headline today: journalists, battered and groggy, find a renewed sense of mission. Okay, they're battered and groggy because they've been asleep for 8 years. You know, after you're sleeping for 8 years, it's like, whoa, you know what? I'm battered and groggy. What happened? Oh, yeah, I passed out 8 years ago after Obama was elected. Here's a little excerpt from this incredible piece of spectacular New York Timesian journalism. White House misconduct, sensational leaks, battling broadsheets. The swirling story around President Trump's dealings with Russia is being compared in journalism circles to past blockbusters like Watergate and the Monica Lewinsky scandal with a 21st century twist. News organizations like the Washington Post, the New York Times, they include themselves in news organizations. That's a laugh. And CNN are jousting for scoops. But instead of sending clerks to grab the early editions from newsstands, editors watch the news unfold on Twitter in real time. Anonymous sources are driving bombshell stories, but this is reporting from inside our imaginations to tell you what we think is happening, but it's not really happening. Anonymous sources are driving bombshell stories, but leaks are springing from encrypted iPhone messaging apps rather than from meetings in underground parking garages. The news cycle begins at sunrise as groggy reporters hear the ping of a presidential tweet and ends sometimes in the overnight hours as newspaper editors tear up front pages scrambled by the latest revelation from Washington. In consequence and velocity, the political developments of the past 4 weeks, has it been only 4 weeks, are jogging memories of momentous journalistic times. What a pile of stinking crap. What? I'm sorry, but that is it's like a dumpster pulled out. You know, instead of having the New York Times delivered to your door, you might just as well have a dumpster come and dump garbage. You know, the media got one guy. They got a guy, and now Putzer. I mean, every administration has some of their appointments turned away, so that's not as big a deal. But still, they smell blood, and they're running with every story they can get from Obama hangers-on still in the government who are slipping them information from intelligence agencies that are protecting the big bureaucratic state.